welcome back. My name is Hari Suniga, and today's guest is Caitlin Galvez with her mom, Glenys Estrada. And today I'll be teaching them about a very special microbes called the virus. And by that, I'll be reading them a fiction story that I like to call A Virus Carol, which is written by me. Ready? Okay. Our story begins in the 21st century in London, England, where many people are living a happy and healthy life and are always willing to watch others and themselves hygiene to stay clean. Well, almost everyone wants to stay clean. You see, there's a young boy named Henry who always loves playing in the mud, but refuses to stay clean or take a bath, even though he lives in a family that is always clean after returning from a trip or before eating a meal. Henry is the opposite of his family. Every day in school, his classmates refuses to get close to him because of his smell and always call him Stinky. Which makes him very angry and starts to punch the kids who call him that and leads him to the principal's office. Ooh. His mother tries to advise him on the importance of staying clean, but he refused to listen, which leaves her very worried. One night, when everyone was asleep, a bright glow appeared in Henry's room, which left him a bit scared. Ooh, seeing someone in his room, or should I say, something. "Who are you?" exclaimed Henry. "I am Healthy Microbe, and I am here to teach you the importance of staying clean," said the microbe, who grabbed Henry, and they both flew out the window and headed towards a bright light. When Henry opened his eyes, he noticed that everything looks different, as in an unhealthy view. "Where are we?" Henry asked. "We are in the 18th century, the time when the first virus, a dangerous microbe, created an illness that causes sickness to many people in society and has led them to have no choice but to be in quarantine." Ooh. Henry looked around and saw how unhappy everyone was and how healthy people became sick because of being close to people who have the virus. "How this virus last?" Henry asked. "Not long, but thankfully a group of people who weren't contaminated found the right cure to end this nightmare," said Healthy Microbe, as he began to fast forward a little and showed Henry many people who are ill getting vaccinated and are getting healthy again. "Thank goodness the tragedy is over," said Henry in relief, until Healthy Microbe changed the subject. Not quite. You see, even though this pandemic is over, some believe that the virus will return again, and a cure would needed once more. Thankfully, doctors believe the best solution to avoid this nightmare is for people to wash their hands and take a bath. Healthy Microbes then showed Henry a doctor teaching others the importance of staying clean, which leaves Henry unsurprised. But that was a long time ago. Why do we still have to take the responsibility of staying clean? "Perhaps you will understand more in the next trip," said Healthy Microbes, as he began to fast forward more. When Henry opened his eyes, he found himself back in the 21st century, but not in his bedroom. He noticed many people walking in the streets wearing masks, and lots of buildings closed. "What's going on?" Henry asked, confused. The virus has returned into your century and has created a different kind of illness that is very strong, still contagious, and has been putting people from around the world to quarantine or to go to the hospital. Now, many people are trying their best to avoid this nightmare by washing their hands, wearing masks, staying 6 feet apart, or staying at home. Even doctors are working very hard to find a cure for their patients. And even though some are already recovered, they still have to be alert. Healthy Microbe then showed him a vision of a family who were staying at home, washing every fresh fruit they bought from the grocery store and then washing their hands. He then showed him a vision of the hospital being full of patients because they are ill from the virus and wished to be better soon, to be able to see their family once again. Now I understand why my mother keeps on telling me to get clean. She wanted to make sure that our family didn't live in this nightmare. Microbe, I've learned my lesson. Please, take me back home, said Henry. Although Microbe still believes he hasn't completely learned his lesson. I'm sorry, but it's time for our last trip. The trip that is yet to come. Healthy Microbes grabbed Henry's arm tightly and fast forward in 1 year later. ¿Qué va a pasar? When Henry opened his eyes again, he found himself in the hospital. Why are we at the hospital? You'll see. Do you recognize this person? Said Healthy Microbe as he pointed to Henry, the version of his future self laying in a hospital bed all alone and upset. Hey, that's me! But why am I at the hospital? Henry asked. Since you chose not to stay clean, you were tested positive from the virus. You've been here for 2 weeks ever since, wishing you had just listened to your mother. Wait, what about my family? Are they okay? Henry asked, worrying that they might be in the hospital as well. Oh, they are fine, but sadly they haven't been able to visit you because they were afraid of getting ill from the virus you have, said Healthy Microbes. One of the doctors wearing a mask came to check on future Henry. Well, how are you feeling today, young patient? The doctor asked, but future Henry replied in a sad tone, When can I go back home? Until you are fully recovered from this illness, then we can send you home, said the doctor while checking Henry's pulse. Well, can I see my family and friends then? Future Henry asked in a weak tone. I'm sorry, but due to this situation we are going through right now, we can't risk your family getting ill as well. You'll see them once you are fully recovered, said the doctor as he exited the room, leaving future Henry full of disappointment. When Henry saw this, he was scared and couldn't bear to believe what he just saw. No, this can't be my future. This can't happen to me. Microbes, take me back home. Henry then noticed that Healthy Microbe is nowhere to be found, so Henry ran from every floor in the hospital to find him. Microbes, please don't leave me here. Please take me back home. I can change. I can change. I can change, Henry yelled until he tripped himself. When he woke up, he noticed that he was finally back in his bedroom and jumped up with joy. I'm back, and I still have time to do things right, said Henry as he got out of his bed. Since then, Henry began to wash his hands before meal and take a bath before and after school. His mother was proud knowing that he has finally changed and is finally taking serious care over his health and hygiene. Also, his classmates stopped calling him Stinky and began to play with him. Since then, Henry made sure to take responsibility in staying clean to avoid getting stinky and sick. The end. Well, I hope you enjoyed this story and I hope you learned much about the virus and the importance of staying clean. Thank you for watching this video and I hope you have a good day.
Bye.
Bye.